Jabs leg. Ooh, a nice one. Again. Oh, yeah.
Did I get there quick enough?
Yeah. Ooh, penetration. My fault. Sorry, one time. My fault. Jabs deep across.
Unseen footage of Mike Tyson training with Jake Paul has surfaced, offering an unprecedented glimpse into their preparations for the highly anticipated November fight.
My fault. Sorry, one time. My fault. Jabs deep across. No! Come against me after jab. 3. Jab. Zip. 1, 2, 3. Across. Nice one, Mike. Jab. Watch on my 1, my 2, and my 3. As soon as you finish your last movement, across. 1, 2, 3. Across. Zip. 1. Jab first. Jab 1. 1, 2, 3. Across.
The alleged footage showcases the intensity, skill, and dedication of both fighters as they gear up for what promises to be one of the most intriguing matchups in recent boxing history.
August, I'm back, baby.
The leaked footage provides a rare behind-the-scenes look at the training sessions of two contrasting yet captivating figures in boxing. Mike Tyson, known for his legendary career and ferocious power, is seen working closely with Jake Paul, a social media star turned professional boxer who has rapidly made a name for himself in the sport. Despite being in his late 50s, Tyson demonstrates incredible speed and power. His punches are sharp, precise, and delivered with the same ferocity that made him a heavyweight champion. Another training footage shows Tyson landing devastating hooks and uppercuts, reminding fans why he was once considered the most feared man in boxing. Following the cancellation of his much-anticipated fight against Jake Paul due to an ulcer flare-up, Mike Tyson is back in the gym and feeling confident. In a recent interview, Tyson was candid about his expectations heading into his fight with Paul. Tyson said, "Can I be honest? I don't think he can hurt me." Tyson is conscious of the significant risks to his reputation, his fans, and himself as he prepares for his first boxing battle in over 20 years. But he is rising to the occasion, telling the magazine, "I don't think this was meant to be done by any man but me. I love it." Responding to skeptics questioning his decision to face a social media influencer, despite being one of boxing's all-time greats, Tyson provided a straightforward rationale. He said, "I'm a glory junkie. I love people thinking about me all day. I'd rather live a short life of glory than a long life of obscurity. It's just who I am." As much as fans of Tyson can't wait to see him back in the ring, he's just as excited. Tyson said, "I'm 58 years old, and I'm going to sell out an 80,000-seat arena. Hey, if that's not godlike, I don't know what is."
Never back up. Nigga, if you punch, boom, 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 then move. Whatever punch is, the last one you move on that side. All right?
Meanwhile, Jake Paul is in a frenzy after Mike Tyson unveiled never-before-seen footage of his training comeback. The video, highlighting Tyson's remarkable physical shape and powerful skills, has stunned the boxing world, leaving Paul and many others in awe and eager to see what's next. In the video, Tyson demonstrates powerful punches executed with remarkable speed and precision, echoing his prime years as the undisputed heavyweight champion. His movements are sharp and his technique seems refined, indicating diligent preparation for a potential return to the ring. The release of this footage has sparked renewed discussions about Tyson's comeback and potential future opponents. Seeing Tyson in peak condition has apparently made Paul rethink his goals. Insiders close to Paul say he was surprised by the video and is now reassessing his potential fight with Tyson, acknowledging the substantial challenge Tyson poses.
Ooh. Can you feel that? It's different level.
Tyson's training footage has drawn the attention of not just Paul, but boxing fans around the globe. Social media is abuzz with reactions, as many fans voice their excitement over the possibility of Tyson returning to the ring. The legendary boxer's lasting popularity and the visible intensity of his training sessions have raised expectations for his comeback. Mike Tyson is making a comeback to the ring for his first professional fight since 2005. His opponent will be the bold YouTuber-turned-boxer, Jake Paul, who has put his conventional boxing aspirations on hold to participate in this highly publicized match, airing live on Netflix. The boxing community has expressed strong opposition to the event, pointing out the 30-year age gap between the fighters, even though Tyson's legendary achievements significantly overshadow Paul's accomplishments. Cus D'Amato's former assistant trainer Teddy Atlas stated on his podcast that the 58-year-old still presents a serious risk to the sport. He said, "You better be aware, knowing Tyson the way I do, power doesn't disappear when you're old. He's still got speed and combinations. He's still got that style that he was taught to make you miss and create openings for that power. He still has that, where he can weave, slip, create the openings to unload a bomb on your chin and get you out of there. The bout, which will last 8 two-minute rounds, will, in Atlas's opinion, put Paul in grave risk if there isn't a prior agreement or funny business." Atlas said, "No agreements, no funny business. This is a dangerous, risky fight for Paul. I give him credit, especially early. Tyson's going to come out there, and if you do have an agreement with him, good luck. Because I know Tyson. When that bell rings, he might have a short memory about any agreement other than the agreement to put hands on your chin."
That, first of all, if he does beat Mike Tyson, we're going to hate him forever.
Forever.
Like if you
If he KO'd Mike Tyson?
the guy would be he would be shunned from society
People
for
need to
giving us
know
that.
how bad people hated Larry Holmes after he beat Muhammad Ali.
Exactly.
People hated him.
Yeah.
And Larry Holmes is one of the most underrated heavyweight champions that's ever lived.
Ever.
Because people didn't love him because he came after the most beloved heavyweight ever.
That is exactly right.
During his guest appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, boxing journalist Radio Raheem advised against a fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Raheem stressed that if Paul were to defeat an aging Tyson, it would be an unacceptable result. On the other hand, a loss to an older Tyson would significantly damage Paul's credibility as a professional boxer. Thus, Raheem argued that the match should not take place at all. Raheem had previously voiced his strong disapproval of the altercation. He believed that a fight between Jake and Mike would be a terrible idea. Raheem explained that if Jake were to defeat Mike, people would hate him, leading to his societal rejection. Conversely, if Mike Tyson were to overpower Jake, it would tarnish Jake's reputation as a lucrative asset.
Glimpse of the old Tyson.
Right.
And if you make him look like an old man or you hurt him in front of us, no amount of reason or logic is going to keep people from hating you forever.
Forever.
And then if he goes in there and Tyson destroys him, well, then you've just ruined your whole premise for being a cash cow. Why would you do that?
It's true. Yeah, both things are lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
Total lose-lose.
And to be fair, I don't even want to see it. If that fight was, I was like, oh my God.
You'd be right next to me, buddy. We'd be holding hands.
I would feel like I had to watch it.
The boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson has been rescheduled for November 15th. This decision has sparked disapproval among fans and experts, largely due to the considerable age difference between the fighters. Jake Paul, at 27, is in his physical prime, while Mike Tyson, now 58, is well past his peak years. Despite Tyson's legendary reputation as one of the most infamous fighters in history, concerns are mounting about the health risks he might face by participating in a boxing match at his age.
Paul has the stones to really follow up on a Mike Tyson fight because he talked about fighting Mike Tyson.
I think it would be a terrible idea.
I think
terrible idea.
You would realize when you see him warming up across the ring, that's still Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Even though he's 55, that's still Mike Tyson. When the bell rings and you see him shuffling for you and bobbling and weaving, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
There might be a moment of reality there.
I bet he can beat 30-year-old Mike Tyson for about 45 seconds. That's all he needs.
Joe Rogan expressed doubts about the suitability of arranging a fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Although he had reservations, Rogan admitted that even a partial return of Tyson's past strength would make him a tough competitor. He noted that if Mike could regain 70% of his former abilities, handling even 90% of that power would pose a significant challenge for Paul. Kevin Durant, the NBA star from the Phoenix Suns, recently shared his perspective on the upcoming Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson fight. During an appearance on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, Durant emphasized that boxing is a young man's sport. At 35 years old, Durant's comments suggested his opinion on the likely winner of the match. Although Durant refrained from directly discussing the Paul vs. Tyson fight, many other combat sports figures have criticized the problem child for choosing a retired boxing legend like Tyson as his opponent. The backlash is not surprising, considering the substantial 30-year age gap between them. The Phoenix Suns star recognizes Tyson's legendary skills in the ring, but notes that at 58, Kid Dynamite is no longer as dominant as he used to be. Therefore, Durant believes that Paul will likely emerge victorious in their fight scheduled for November 15th. He said, "It's a young man's sport, man. Paul has been training for a long time." Durant's viewpoint extends beyond the realm of boxing, holding universal relevance. Aging affects everyone, gradually reducing abilities. Tyson, being human like the rest of us, is not exempt from this inevitability. However, if the 27-year-old from Ohio dismisses the baddest man on the planet due to his age, it might be a significant mistake. Tyson's knockout victories over Trevor Berbick, Larry Holmes, and numerous other notable boxers highlight the formidable power behind his punches. His devastating right hook and uppercut have repeatedly dashed the dreams of many opponents, leaving them sprawled on the canvas. However, his recent fight against Paul reveals that age has somewhat diminished the extraordinary strength he once possessed. Even at half of his former punching power, Tyson could still cause significant harm to the problem child. At 58, Kid Dynamite steps into the ring with reduced stamina compared to his prime, likely focusing on precision rather than sheer volume in his approach. If Tyson manages to land 4 to 5 clean strikes, Paul will undoubtedly find himself in a precarious situation. Thus, although Durant's prediction aligns with the most likely outcome, there remains a considerable chance for a major upset on November 15th. Patrick Mahomes revealed a shocking analysis on the Wriggles Picks show that has fight fans giddy. Mahomes declared, "This is what my analysis is. If it goes longer than 2 rounds, it's going to be Jake Paul. But if Tyson hits, that's still a powerful punch." It's as if he's reading the defense, only he's reading Iron Mike's signature left hook rather than linebackers. Nakisa Badarian, co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, shared with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour that Tyson has impressively regained his fighting form. As the much-anticipated fight night approaches, the boxing community remains sharply divided between 2 prominent contenders. However, Badarian presents a persuasive argument. What many see as a possible drawback, Tyson's age, could indeed turn out to be the bout's surprising advantage. Badarian explained, "If Mike were in his early 30s, given Jake's experience, there's no sense to the fact. The age is the equalizing factor. Jake Paul, never one to pull punches, is swinging back at the critics. Tell Mike Tyson that, because he does not give a shit what anyone thinks," Paul told TMZ Sports TV. He added, "First and foremost, I wanted to make sure that Mike was healthy. You would expect a seasoned pro to display such respect. Paul, though, is refusing to back down from the task. He's Mike Tyson at the end of the day. He has lethal knockout power and is very, very experienced. I think it is going to be a brawl regardless," Paul stated. It appears as though he is preparing for the most important game of his life, and in many respects, that may be the case. For his part, Mahomes stated unequivocally that he has no plans to enter the ring anytime soon. Mahomes swiftly answered, "There's zero price on me to get in the ring with Tyson," in response to Rob's question regarding the cost to get him in the ring with Tyson. It seems like the Chiefs quarterback understands when to give up before the fight even gets underway. As fight night approaches, the boxing community is split, much like a referee considering a split decision. BetMGM lists Jake Paul as the favorite with odds of -150, while Tyson is the underdog at +170. However, it's worth remembering that Tyson has been surpassing expectations long before Paul entered the ring. This is no ordinary match. It's a Netflix spectacle designed to captivate viewers around the globe, featuring 8 fast-paced, 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, and enough star power to light up Jerry World. It's set to be a dazzling event. Always the entertainer, Jake Paul is never shy about sharing his ambitions. "I believe in 2025, I will most likely be world champion," he said to ESPN's Andreas Hale. Embarrassing comments from a man who will soon face a man who beat pros back when Paul was a nappy boy. Tyson has not competed in professional mixed martial arts since losing to Kevin McBride in 2005. In November 2020, He engaged Roy Jones Jr. in a split-draw exhibition fight, which was his most recent public fight. But as Mahomes pointed out, that's still a powerful punch. As the curtain closes, this fight is more than just a physical battle. It's a clash of eras. One thing is certain as November 15th draws near. This fight will go down in history, regardless of how quickly it ends with a first-round knockout or how long it takes to go through rounds. Our path has been marked by Patrick Mahomes, and now we wait to see the story play out. Jake Paul has officially outlined his timeline for pursuing a world championship. In an interview with ESPN's Andreas Hale, Paul confidently revealed his intention to aim for a boxing championship next year. This announcement follows the anticipation surrounding his upcoming match against the legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson. Paul said, "It's not even about the path. I think I'm ready for it in the next couple of months here, and I'm most likely going to go for it in 2025. Mike Tyson's preparation for his fight with Jake Paul was delayed due to health concerns. The promoter and broadcaster of the event, Netflix, along with the fighters, worked together to set a new date, so the impediment did not completely derogate preparations. Tyson recently said, "Although we had to postpone the fight, I will resume training shortly. I am grateful to the medical staff that treated me. Even though we have a new date, the outcome will be the same no matter when we fight. Jake Paul will be knocked out." Co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, Nakisa Badarian expressed gratitude to her partners for their cooperation and adaptability. He said, "Our team has worked diligently with all parties involved to reschedule this monumental fight to a date that ensures both Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are fully prepared with the same training time, as well as allowing us to keep the event." Badarian further added, "Tyson is the most intergenerational sporting event in history, and we are committed to bringing fans around the world this unforgettable night of boxing, live worldwide on Netflix. We look forward to seeing you all on Friday the 15th of November for a showdown that will be talked about for generations to come." Jake Paul also commented on the postponement. "My fans know I don't want to face Iron Mike at anything less than his best. But make no mistake, when he steps into the ring with me, I will be ready to claim my victory with a sensational finish." Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson will be one for the ages, and I promise to do my best in this once-in-a-lifetime showdown. However, Jake Paul is currently in a state of panic after Mike Tyson unveiled never-before-seen footage of his training comeback. The video shows Tyson throwing powerful punches with impressive speed and precision. His movements are sharp, and his technique looks refined, indicating that he has been rigorously preparing for a return to the ring. In the footage, Tyson's punches are remarkably fierce, combining speed and power in a way that is seldom seen, even among today's elite fighters. His famous uppercuts and crushing hooks display an intensity that suggests he is still in peak form. Commentators have remarked on the sharpness of his combinations and the explosive nature of his strikes, capable of knocking out any adversary. His footwork, a signature of his prime, remains flawless, enabling him to swiftly close the gap and deliver his formidable attacks.
All right, Jake Paul. Do you really think that you're gonna beat Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul responded to Mike Tyson's latest training video following Tyson's recent health scare. Because of a health issue, Mike has had to reschedule his fight against Jake to November. Despite this, Mike remains confident that he will knock Jake out. During recent conversations, UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley, who has teamed up with Jake Paul in his latest venture, W, shared his views on the upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. O'Malley believes that the YouTuber-turned-boxer genuinely has a chance against Tyson, acknowledging that this may seem incredible. He highlighted the enormous scale of this event, pointing out that people from all walks of life understand the importance of Paul facing Tyson in the ring. Iron Mike received criticism from O'Malley for his protracted absence from competitive action. In 2020, Tyson made his final appearance in the ring for an exhibition battle against Roy Jones Jr. So for him to just come up and get a fight, I'm sure he's going to be in as good shape as he possibly could be in. But it's just, it's not his time right now, O'Malley claimed. O'Malley added that although he greatly likes Tyson, he finds it difficult to compete against a young boxer like Paul. O'Malley predicted, "I love Mike Tyson, but I do think Jake's going to get the job done, and I do think 8 two-minute rounds, I believe you could put him away in the later rounds, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do think you could put him down, which is crazy to even fucking say." Paul is known for challenging high-profile opponents to fights. Recently, former undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis, a notable boxing legend, expressed his openness to facing Paul. In an interview with Fox 29 Philadelphia, Lewis mentioned that Paul's youth could influence the match's dynamics. Nevertheless, Lewis asserted that if Paul encounters Mike Tyson's rapid 10-second flurry and gets hit by one of those punches, he predicts Paul will hit the canvas. Following that, he was asked, "Would you want to fight the winner?" In a situation where he had to answer something, Lewis stated, "I'm not ready to answer that yet, but, I hope Tyson saves a little bit of Jake Paul for me." Meanwhile, Jake Paul took to Instagram to mock a video showcasing Mike Tyson's recent pad work training. This online jab escalates their friendly competition ahead of their highly anticipated match, turning their rivalry into a heated exchange. In the video, Tyson demonstrates his intense training regimen to prove his readiness. However, Paul, known for his bold tactics and mind games, responded by mimicking Tyson's technique and speed, thus making the first move in their psychological battle. Speaking to USA Today, Paul did not mince words about his intentions. "I love Mike. I'm super respectful of him. It's an honor to be in the ring with him, but I have to end him. It's war. All is fair in love and war. I love the guy, but as soon as it turned into a pro fight, one of us had to die." Tyson is approaching the fight with utmost seriousness, and his remarkable fitness after recovering from a health crisis highlights this dedication. During his fight camp, Tyson was sponsored by a sauna company and showcased his physique in a promotional video posted on Instagram as he stepped out of the sauna. The legendary boxer's impressive physical condition is a clear indication of his rigorous training regimen. In the meanwhile, Mike Tyson can be seen practicing with speed bags and pads in the new video, getting ready for his next fight with Jake Paul. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson has spoken since his recent health scare. He said, "Now feeling 100% even though I don't need to beat Jake Paul." In addition, Tyson appears well prepared as he attempts to defeat his opponent. Moreover, fighters such as David Benavidez have encountered specific challenges that may reduce the event's attractiveness to spectators. Despite acknowledging Tyson's exceptional fighting spirit,
the only thing that worries me is Mike Tyson's age.
Yeah.
But Mike Tyson is always going to be a fighter at heart.
Benavidez couldn't ignore the concerns surrounding the effects of Tyson's increasing age.
We'll see how it turns out, but hopefully it's not, nothing too crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The thing,
That's
Mike
is
60, bro.
That's
so
the only thing that worries me, bro.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Mike goes on there and gives Jake a good fight, we're not going to be surprised.
That's
you know what I mean?
Mike, and he from Brownsville.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The WBC super middleweight contender highlighted the critical role of Tyson's preparation in deciding the fight's outcome. He also emphasized that Paul must enter the ring fully prepared to face Tyson.
You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be good, bro. Mike, he's like I say, he's a world champion. He's a fighter at heart. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Do you like these type of fights, like the influencer or just I don't know what to call it, influencer, but just the fights that's not real boxers in that way? Like, do you like that?
You know what, bro? I don't hate on them. I used to not like them back then, but now that I see that you got these influencers, you got these other people, they're actually showing commitment. They're showing their passion for boxing.
I think Jake
And
is,
at the end, just like Jake.
He was, however, amenable to Tyson, putting on a powerful display that would rival Paul's. Benavidez promised he would be prepared for any surprises if Tyson would really put up a great show. Despite Tyson's vast experience, most onlookers doubt Paul's chances of winning at AT&T Stadium. However, Paul claims the match is evenly balanced, describing it as a toss-up. He further elaborated on the factors that might tip the scales in his favor. Paul said on his podcast, "It's very 50-50, but to the people who don't think I'm going to win, it's like I'm younger, faster, sharper, and can hit at the same levels that he can, and be able to take his punches." The impact of Tyson's advancing years on his strength, speed, and stamina when he faces Paul remains uncertain. However, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is confident that the legendary Iron Mike would prevail in a fair fight against Jake Paul. Chavez Jr. offers a simple prediction. He said, if it was a real fight, Mike Tyson, with one punch, put Jake Paul to sleep. His evaluation of the YouTuber's chances of defeating the legendary heavyweight is remarkably clear-cut. Speculation is rife regarding Chavez Jr.'s perspective on the Paul Tyson fight, with many questioning its legitimacy as a serious bout. Addressing the rising curiosity, Mike Tyson has openly spoken about the controversy surrounding this widely discussed Netflix event.
This is called an exhibition. But if you look up exhibition, you will not see any of the laws that we're fighting under. This is a fight.
In an unexpected move, Tyson confirmed on Fox News that the fight is indeed real, surprising many with his emphatic declaration.
I don't think he's faster than me.
Right.
How hard are you training?
I train every day.
Breaking all norms, this event promises to deviate from traditional showcases, presenting an uninhibited display of talent, as highlighted by the 58-year-old icon himself. However, underestimating Tyson's abilities due to his age would be a serious error. Mike Tyson adamantly refutes any suggestions that his prime is past, scoffing at the notion that his 27-year-old adversary could outmatch him in agility or strength.
And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation that I've talked to some people that do that. And it has massive benefits of rehabilitating injuries. And it also, for a lot of people, gives them significant gains when they use it as opposed to just using weightlifting. I don't know too much about the science behind it. When Jamie comes back, we'll have him look it up. But you slap electrodes onto yourself. They put these pads on you, and it's hooked up to a machine.
The atmosphere is electrified with anticipation, palpable in every corner. It feels as though the whole world is collectively holding its breath, eagerly awaiting the Tyson versus Paul showdown. However, in response to Mike Tyson's most recent training video, Joe Rogan has warned Jake about the enormous task that lay ahead of him. Mike Tyson continues to astonish the boxing world with his unshakable confidence and preparedness. His impressive power and precision in training sessions have left many in awe. Joe Rogan explored Tyson's unique training methods, emphasizing the significant role of electrical muscle stimulation in aiding his recovery from injuries.
And while the electricity is going into your muscles, you're doing exercises. So while you're getting jolted, you're doing squats and you're doing like deadlifts. You're doing all this shit while you're connected to this thing that's stimulating your muscles.
Joe Rogan emphasized the exceptional benefits that many have experienced with this method, often exceeding the results of traditional weightlifting. Although he admitted to having a limited understanding of the scientific principles behind it, Rogan described a technique where electrodes are attached to the body. These electrodes, linked to a device, send electrical impulses to stimulate muscles during exercises such as squats and deadlifts. Rogan highlighted the use of this muscle-stimulating apparatus throughout the workout session.
These people that think that he don't stand a chance against Jake Paul, they're like, this shouldn't even, like, because he's too old. I was like, I think you're crazy.
Well, they're definitely uninformed.
Furthermore, the respected UFC commentator and famous podcaster strongly believes that Tyson still possesses the capability to defeat Paul in the boxing ring. Rogan explored the world of boxing, comparing Mike Tyson to iconic athletes such as Bernard Hopkins and George Foreman. Brian Simpson praised Tyson's choice to face Paul at 58, highlighting the determination and talent shown by Hopkins and Foreman, who both thrived in competitive boxing into their late 40s. Tyson's recent training footage has taken the boxing world by storm. The viral video highlights his lasting agility and speed, trademarks of his legendary career. Even at his age, Tyson's movements remain sharp and powerful, captivating fans and sparking intense debates about his upcoming fight with Jake Paul. The footage of Tyson's speed bag mastery is astonishing. An essential part of a boxer's training, the speed bag enhances hand-eye coordination, rhythm, and timing. Tyson's command over the bag is mesmerizing. His rapid punches create a captivating rhythm, demonstrating his lasting speed and precision. Every hit reflects the intensity and accuracy that earned him the nickname Iron Mike during his prime. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.